When job security is shaky, the Sunday Scaries can feel even heavier. It's not just the usual anticipation of the work week. It's the looming uncertainty that can feel hard to shake. Today, we're talking about how to cope with the anxiety of potential layoffs, the emotional toll of job insecurity, and how to find strength and calm even when the future feels unclear. Welcome to Sunday Scaries, where we explore those moments that keep us from finding peace as the week begins. I'm Rosie Acosta, a meditation teacher here at Headspace. If you're dealing with job insecurity, this episode is for you. Today, we'll talk about ways to find grounding, handle the dread that comes from the unknown, and learn how to tap into inner resilience so we can meet workplace insecurity with clarity and strength. I once worked at a company that announced at the start of the year that they'd be right-sizing 20% of the team. Right-sizing, in case you don't know, is a business process where a company restructures to become more efficient, improve performance, and increase profitability. In plain terms, it often means jobs are going to be lost. It was one of the hardest things I'd experienced at work. For 3 long months, we all sat there wondering who would be on the chopping block. Every day, the question loomed over us. Would I lose my job or would I stay? And no matter what, fear lingered. If you were laid off, you were staring down the uncertainty of what came next, the uneasy question of what now? If you stayed, there was a different kind of weight, a mix of survivor's guilt and that quiet dread of taking on work left behind by those who weren't, quote unquote, as lucky. It's one of those moments that makes you realize you can't control the outcome. The one thing you can do is find a way to stay steady no matter what happens. If you're in the middle of this right now, please know you're not alone. Let's pause for a moment and check in with the feeling that comes with job uncertainty. Maybe it's a sense of vulnerability, knowing that your future is in someone else's hands. Or it could be fear. Fear of losing your role. Fear of what it might mean if you stay. Or fear of the unknown. Take a breath and notice where this feeling sits in your body. Maybe it's a tightness in your chest or a heaviness in your stomach. Just noticing it without judgment. Take a moment to take a deep breath in and a gentle exhale out. With each breath, allow yourself to acknowledge these feelings. There's no need to solve them right now. Just let them be. Let's try an exercise together to build resilience and remind ourselves that no matter what happens, you can handle it. Take a moment to imagine a scenario you've been dreading, whether it's the possibility of a layoff or any other uncertain moment at work. Take a gentle breath in and a long exhale out. Instead of dwelling on the outcome, try shifting your focus inward to yourself and how you choose to respond. Picture yourself standing in the center of a storm, steady and calm, no matter how chaotic things feel around you. In moments like this, I always think of the palm tree. Its strength comes from its ability to bend with the wind, to be flexible and resilient. It reminds us that even in a storm, we can adapt, we can stay grounded. Now, as you breathe, repeat to yourself, whatever happens, I can handle it. Feel the strength in those words, knowing that no matter what the outcome, you have what it takes to navigate this. With each breath, let yourself feel a bit more grounded. You've faced challenges before, and you'll find a way through this one too. Does that help you feel a little more centered? Maybe you're already feeling a bit stronger, or maybe you're still wondering, but how do I stay calm through all the uncertainty? When we come back, I'll guide you through a meditation to help you visualize meeting these challenges with resilience, so you can feel grounded and calm no matter what this week has in store. Let's talk about preparing for potential layoffs, not by fixating on what we can't control, but by focusing on what we can to stay resilient and ready. Facing job insecurity can feel like a lot. It's heavy and uncertain, but having a plan, even a small one, can bring a sense of steadiness and help you feel a little more in control. One powerful approach is to take small, steady steps to keep you moving forward. For example, updating your resume or listing out recent achievements. These actions build confidence, reminding you of your strengths and the value that you bring, which helps you feel prepared, no matter what the outcome. Feeling connected to a support system is so important when navigating uncertainty. Maybe your first step is reaching out to a former colleague, a mentor, or even someone new in your field. Take a moment to imagine these connections as the roots of a strong palm tree grounding you, giving you fresh insights, a sense of support, and maybe even sparking new ideas. With each breath, see yourself growing more steady and confident. Like the palm tree bending with the winds of uncertainty, but never breaking. You're not just reacting to the unknown, you're meeting it with intention and preparation. You're ready for whatever comes next. Let's bring this proactive mindset into our meditation today. Let's settle into a meditation to reinforce that feeling of resilience and readiness, trusting that no matter what happens, you're capable of handling it. Close your eyes if it feels comfortable and take a deep breath in. As you exhale, picture yourself moving through a moment of uncertainty with calm and clarity. Imagine yourself surrounded by your preparations, the knowledge of your strengths, the skills you've built, and the connections you've nurtured. Take a deep breath in and a slow exhale out. There's no rush. Visualize these things as a solid foundation beneath you. steadying you, helping you bend but not break, no matter the winds of uncertainty. With each gentle breath, repeat to yourself, I'm prepared, I'm capable, I can handle whatever comes next. As you inhale, feeling that steady strength rise within you. And as you exhale, letting go of any fear or need to control the outcome. Each breath is a reminder that you're ready to meet whatever lies ahead, confident in the preparations you've made and the resilience you carry within you. You're prepared, you're capable, you can handle whatever comes next. As we wrap up today's episode, here are 3 small steps to help you stay grounded in times of uncertainty. Number 1, find your anchor phrase. Choose a phrase that brings you strength, like, I can handle it, or I am steady. Use it whenever you start to feel overwhelmed to remind yourself of your resilience. Number 2, take pauses throughout your day. Whenever anxiety starts to creep in, give yourself permission to pause, breathe, and reset. Even a few deep breaths can bring you back to center. Number 3, focus on what you can control. In uncertain times, refocus on small actions you can take. Reconnect with friends, continue on your growth, or keep a positive habit. Anything that reminds you of your strength. The next time the Sunday Scaries show up with job anxiety in tow, remember these steps. Like the palm tree in a storm, you're stronger than you think, flexible, grounded, and resilient enough to weather whatever comes your way. Thank you for spending some time with me today. And as for me, looking back on my own experience of waiting and wondering, I realized something important. Resilience is all about showing up no matter what happens. So if you're feeling uncertain about what's ahead, remind yourself, you can bend, you can adapt, and you can face it with strength and grace. You've got this. Sunday Scaries is a Headspace Studios original podcast. It's executive produced by Morgan Seltzer and Sarah Cohen. It's produced by Robin Hopkins and Taylor Jennings Brown. It's hosted by Rosie Acosta and written by Renee Colvert and Rosie Acosta. Post-production by Dan Kroll. Music by Scott Sorensen and Chris Murgia.